Before we really get started up with this season, though, wanted to take a look around the league, or at least at the big names, and see where they landed. So let's see. Kevin Garnett is a Clipper. Damn. Oh my God, yeah, case in point. The Clippers were one overtime away from playing me in the finals last year. They have the same core and just added Kevin Garnett to it. Granted, you see how many of those contracts are coming due. This is pretty much the 1 year window for the Clippers. That's going to be real tough to overcome. Real tough. The other big name free agent that was out there. Wow, Melo's already an 88. Where did my boy Stephon Marbury go? Actually, Steve Nash changed teams too, didn't he? I didn't even see what team he was playing for. Where's Stevie Nash? So Steve Nash stayed with Dallas and is apparently down to an 86. Marbury signed in Detroit. God, I really could have used Stephon Marbury there. But our teams are set. Let's do this. It's LA's world. We're just living in it. I mean, there is a chance that LA does dominate this, regardless of team. Michael Bradley's 25. That's not worth it for you guys. That is not worth it. But, hey, 2-0 for the Nuggets. I mean, stop the count. Playoff bound, Denver Nuggets. Who says no? Apparently, everybody else who decided to play that week said no. Well, I would be dumb to decline that. Fred Jones for Miami's first rounder in 2006, top 3 protected, and a second rounder in 2009. I mean, Jones is a depth option for me. Only a B- potential. He's not going to get that much better. Both of my top 2 point guards are already injured. He can't even play point guard, though, so it's kind of tough to say I should hold on to him. I do think I'm going to move on from him. Hurts my depth a little bit. But if someone like Ricky goes down anyway, a 75 rated Fred Jones isn't going to help me out that much anyway, or 76 rated. I'll take that deal from Miami. I'll take it. I feel a little bit weird about giving up some depth, but it also opens up more money for me right now, which is what I need for a big point guard trade to come through. So I will take that deal from Miami, as weird as it is. But yeah, my team right now is in a bit of disarray with both my point guards being hurt. Not ideal. That would certainly, I think, help explain our struggles so far this season. For you guys, you get a trade offer. Yarbrough and a second for Tyronn Lue. I mean, Lue would make the team a bit better, but he would also directly compete with Sean Livingston. That is not worth it for you guys. I wouldn't take that myself. I can't really find a positive to it. Nuggets, though, hanging around 500. You guys watch. You're going to be a better team this year somehow. Harrington in a second for Nesterovic. Rasho's 28. That doesn't really help. You still have Birdman on the team anyway. Chris Anderson for Mr. Chris Mim. My only difference is Mim is a year younger. I mean, that's the only difference, is that Mim is a year younger. But he's also a point worse. So what's the point? Also, Sam Dallenberg has a broken finger. The injuries are going fucking nuts for both of us so far this season. All I want for Christmas is a healthy team. Well, that I certainly can't do. Wagner's my only point guard. So that's a no. Let's double check the extensions options. Let's hope it allows you guys to sign some of your dudes. Rodney White is apparently going to leave. So you might want to put him up on the block here. For me, I have a bunch of players who are saying they're leaving at the end of this year. Remember how you guys said, LOL, you got this locked up, Toogie, blah, blah, blah? Yeah, remember that? Remember that shit? That is not good. That is not good at all. Boozer, Ogauskas, Shop, and Wagner. All saying they're going to leave. Let's take out Tierra Brown. Let's take out the first rounder. Chilson, what's up, buddy? I'm going to add these guys to my trade block list for the moment just to see. I mean, we're only 18 and 14. We've dealt with a lot of injuries this season. Oh, boy. I just loved it. So many in chat were like, yep, GG's, it's over. Shop and Brown for Anderson and Archibald. Anderson's 30. He can play point guard. I mean, Shop said he was going to leave. And I don't believe I'm actually going to have proper control over being able to keep him. We have Perk behind Ogauskas. Pick up Anderson. He'd be good little depth. Not quite the point guard that I need. Cody, you couldn't pay me enough. Archibald's just a random big man. I got to be honest, I'm going to take this. Or no, I'm not, because Anderson's contract is scary. Not even 100. I might consider it at that price point. We'll see. I want me to find out. Especially considering I don't have it installed and hit it from my most downloaded, or, you know, my game library. Anderson makes too much money for a player of that caliber. Oh, let's see. For you guys, you get another trade offer for Yarbrough and Terrell Oliver, who's a random tack on. Kedrick Brown, Tony Battie. That is, in theory, worth it. I mean, Yarbrough is down to a C+ potential. You get 2 star-and-a-half players for 1 star-and-a-half player. That, in theory, isn't the worst option. Yeah, I mean, Yarbrough at this point isn't likely to develop. But he is the best player of the bunch, so why bother? Nuggets 5 games under 500 now. Yarbrough, De La Rosa for Williams. Norris. Williams is 31. Norris is 31. Yarbrough is apparently a 2-star player now. Fucking debated. The hell is this? Shit changing at the drop of a hat. It's outrageous. There's the offer you guys were waiting for. It's a little bit down the road. But Yarbrough for a 2009 first-round pick from Memphis. And you'd get a tack on of Vinny Del Negro. But I mean, Yarbrough's 23, a 75, but only a C+ potential. That is exactly the type of deal to take. That is exactly the type of deal to take. Unless Yarbrough is one of those guys whose potential is going to go to like an A+ out of nowhere. That is a yes. Especially because my timeline's not looking so promising right now. That 2009 pick could come in handy for you guys. Especially, too, you're getting the play time for your stars and you're terrible at the same time. For me, Jermaine Jones and Darrell Armstrong for Dion Glover and the Lakers first rounder in 2008. Glover's just a total tack on. Jermaine Jones is 25. He's not going to get much better than he is now. He's a good shooter and a good defender. I mean, he's the one playing behind LeBron. Problem is, if LeBron gets hurt, I'm boned. Kobe's hurt right now. Shaq might be gone by the end of the year. Kobe won't be gone by then, but that team could be pretty bad. And I mean, Glover can play forward if necessary. I'm going to take that. I'm going to take that. Jermaine Jones, again, very similar. He's not going to get much better. I'm going to protect my interests down the road here, even though it is a Lakers pick. I will take that. I didn't think I'd have to be doing stuff like this. Let's take a look. I mean, Carlos Boozer, it says he's leaving at the end of the year. I have no opportunity to apparently renegotiate with him. And if he hits free agency, I don't think I'm going to have the money to keep him. Eddie Griffin is 22. Also power forward, B-. His deal is also up at the end of the year. And then RJ Wallace, 21 years old, 72 rated B potential. I feel like these are two younger guys I'm more likely to keep than I am to keep Carlos Boozer. But man, getting rid of Carlos Boozer really hurts my chances this year. I don't think I can afford to get rid of Carlos Boozer. I just have to, it would have to be more than that. It would have to be more than that. I would need an unbelievable guarantee. So that is it. Beyond the deadline, we will go. Right now, Boozer, Ogalskis, Wagner, Jop, all saying they're going to test free agency. And for you guys, it's just Rodney White, and we'll see what happens there. So we'll see. Hopefully Carlos Boozer isn't leaving at the end of the year, but the Cavs are currently at 500 after back-to-back losses to the Celtics. This has been a fucking disastrous season. Absolutely disastrous. And I'm not quite sure why. Wagner, James, Davis, Boozer, Ogalskis, Jop, Glover, Brown, Newman off the bench. Boys, you should not be this bad. It's the LeBron James sophomore slump. Fortunately for you guys, Nene is hurt. But let's see how it plays out. I mean, about time I missed the playoffs this year. I am absolutely screwed. Absolutely screwed. Especially if I were to lose a Carlos Boozer in the offseason because of the weird glitches of contracts in the Kobe era. Now the Penguins win a classic jersey. It is. It's beautiful. He's wearing a scarf. Well, the good news is the Cavs woke up by the end of the year. Kevin Garnett, the newest member of the LA Clippers, wins league MVP in his first season there. Rookie of the year goes to Dwight Howard and the Pacers. On the Pacers, 21 points a game. Sixth man of the year, Stephon Marbury with the Pistons, who I would have loved to have had this year. Tim Duncan, Defensive Player of the Year, 13 rebounds a game, 2 blocks. Jesus Christ. Most improved, Dwayne Wade of the chat-led Denver Nuggets. Coach of the Year, Rudy Tomjanovich. Way to go, Rudy. First team All-NBA, T-Mac, Tony Parker, Kevin Garnett, Tim Duncan, and Shaquille O'Neal. All defensive team is Kobe, Kidd, Duncan, LeBron, and Ben Wallace. The all rookie team, Dwight Howard, Bino Udrith, Jameer Nelson, Sean Livingston, and Josh Smith. The Cavs enter the postseason as the fourth best team in the East, the 4 seed. Over in the West, it'll be the Clippers and Kings, Warriors and Grizzlies, Sonics and Spurs, Rockets and Suns. In the East, Pacers, Celtics, Cavs, Bulls, Sixers, Bucks, Magic, and Pistons. Can the Cavs make it back to a conference final? Let alone an NBA final. No injuries, it looks like. Let's take a look at the stats for the year. Wait, did the Lakers not make the play? You're right, the Lakers didn't even make the playoffs. Holy shit. So in the East, Jason Kidd and the Nets missed out by a game. The Wizards, the Heat. Bobcats were the worst team. What happened in the West? Steve Nash and the Mavericks missed it. Oh my God, the Lakers were terrible. 36-46. Shaq missed a lot of time. You guys finished at 33-49. Timberwolves were below you. No Lakers in the playoffs. Shaq's final season as a Laker, more than likely. My God, look at the Clippers and the Rockets, though. Both in the West. Have fun with that. Bobcats, Knicks, T-Wolves, Raptors, Hawks, Trailblazers. The Nuggets finished 24th. Damn. Damn. So with that, let's take a look. We already know Shaq was hurt. I don't know if Kobe missed time, too. For myself, LeBron James, 25, nearly 26 points a game. There's a reason we kept Carlos Boozer, averaged a double-double. The only guy we are missing is Tierre Brown, but he is not typically my starting point guard. It's going to have to be DeJuan Wagner, who I'm not overly optimistic about, but we'll see what happens. For you guys, Dwayne Wade was unbelievable. Wennington, not too bad in his rookie year. Livingston, also not that bad. You had Nene almost averaged a double-double. Dallenberg was pretty close, too. So not a bad little pickup for you guys, Samuel Dallenberg. Let's take a look at the Lakers, though. Oh, that's right, it was Kobe who was hurt, not Shaq. Excuse me. Yeah, Kobe. Honestly, Kobe didn't miss a ton of games. They just have no depth. They carried the team last year. They couldn't carry the team this year. Just the depth fell off that much more. Even with me trading them Jermaine Jones. They just completely fell off a cliff. No depth will do that to you. And that's what happened. Took a TV camera wheel off my foot. Blocked the shot. Oof. Wales, thank you for the 15 months. Appreciate you. Appreciate you. How the heck are you? So with that, the West is interesting, but so is the East. The Cavs ready for more playoff basketball. I still haven't been able. I'll put up the same prediction from last year, by the way. Still haven't been able to find that elite level point guard. I have no idea what the hell is going to happen to my team at the end of this season. No damn clue. I don't think we need Perkins and Jop both there as bench options, you know? Okay, I don't want Shaq Sampson as my starting point guard, though. It's got to be a right way to balance this. Apparently not. Apparently not. Didn't get the prediction. Then refresh the stream. I say it every goddamn time. All right. Let's just go 50s across the board here. There we go. It still has Perkins and Tazania Jop as my my first two options. Not a big fan of that. If we just go outright performance factor. Nope, it's determined to have the big men as the options. Bench depth, nothing. 48 minutes a game, baby. 48 minutes a game. Who says no? I guess we're going to work Perkins and Desanya Jop into the lineup then. Not a big fan of that, but two big men, why the hell not? Why the hell not? The Chicago Bulls. What do they look like at this stage of the game? Point guard, Jay Williams. They also have Jamal Crawford behind him. That could be problematic. They have the advantage there. Shooting guard, we have a big advantage over Trenton Hassel and a young Kyle Korver.
Here comes a pizza. See it?
Plus, of course, you have one of those two playing a guard. Ace boy, thank you for the 45 months. You do, in fact, love to see it. How are you, man? They got Desmond and Roger Mason at forward. Power forward, Marcus Pfizer fella. Donnell Marshall. And at center, Tyson Chandler and Eddie Curry. Not bad. They have better depth than I have, but I have LeBron James. And that should be all I need. That attitude worked for the Cavs for years. Let's do this. Let's do this. Cleveland back in the playoffs. We lost in the finals last year to Kobe, Shaq, and the Lakers. We take game one against the Bulls, 117-107. 42 points for LeBron, a double-double for Ricky Davis. 21 points for Pfizer. Said the star power had to be the difference. So far it has been. Game number 2. Not saying we're necessarily going to fast sim this, but we might. Because my expectations are higher than the first round. Which means we're going to lose in the first round. It is a close one, but with it not being an elimination game, let it go. Every time that fucking happens, I lose by 1. Every single time. 111-110, Chicago gets the win. Doubles from LeBron, Boozer, Perkins. But 30 points from Jamal Crawford sank us. We lose by 1. It's a 1-1 series. Game number 3. $135-109. Ron had a good game. Boozer had a good game. Double-double for Ricky, but holy shit. Did we forget how to play defense? 2-1 Chicago. There has just been something off about this team all season. And I don't know what the hell it is. But it is a pain in the ass. It is a pain in the ass. Game 4. If I can hit the right button. We fall down 3-1 to the Bulls. I don't very much like my chances here. Again, I will hold it over chat's head the entire time. Oh, it's going to be funny. This is going to end in 2 seasons. Acting like the sim engine has ever treated me in a positive way since this game came out. 124-119. 48 points from LeBron, but it doesn't matter. We are down 3-1 in the first round. Clippers have already moved on. The Rockets have moved on. The Bucks have moved on. My coach is going to get fucking fired. Oh boy. I don't even know at this point. I don't even know. Especially if I lose Boozer and Ilgauskas at the end of the year. Puts me into a weird spot. Game 5. What a nice little problem we have for ourselves here, Cleveland. All right. Well, we have almost blown it as bad as the Lakers. I mean, at least they won the title last year and then missed the playoffs. We didn't win the title. We did make the playoffs, but now we're going to lose in round number 1 to fucking Chicago in 5 games. LeBron just missed a free throw.
Boy, it has been terrific doing a job converting in those situations.
He's able to hit the second one, and that brings them within 8.
Not nearly as productive a trip to the line as he'd have liked. They need all their free throws to go down at this point.
Williams passes to Mason.
That was a travel, but okay.
Here's Crawford. From 13 feet, it goes down. Crawford
Got Jamal Crawford hitting that shot. Chicago by 10.
These guys need a gut check right now.
Well, that's exactly the kind of defense that's gotten them into the hole.
It's good.
Now that's where you like your shots to come from.
Now Crawford. 1:06 left to play here in the 4th. Curry setting the pick for Williams. With the floater, misses at the rim.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be because he is so strong in the paint.
Davis drops in the layup for 2.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and coach knows it.
Brad, I don't know. Depends on the rosters available.
I'm glad we got a chance to check out that fantastic drive. One more.
Like modern rosters, I don't see much of a point.
Here's Wagner after the miss from Crawford. And that one's good, Wagner.
Oh, man, check out the handle.
If the Bulls were playing this bad a defense all game, how did it take until the final minute for us to actually start ripping them apart?
He hits the first one, and that puts them up by 5. And so both free throws are good. And it's a 6-point ball game.
You know, important for him to come through at the line there because they want to expand that lead.
Oh, man.
They're behind by 6.
I have no idea what's about to happen to my roster after this.
Yeah, trying to get back in this thing.
Especially if the options are still broken and shit like that. I have no idea what the hell is about to happen to this team. Like I said, Carlos Boozer is a player that I should have the option on, but because this roster is broken at the start, I don't know if I will. Am I just like stuck on this camera angle now? Cool.
Here's Wagner with the 3. It's hauled in by the Bulls.
That's it.
They've led by as much as 10.
That's it. The Cavs out in round number 1. I don't even care to look at the stats. We're out. We went all the way to the NBA final in LeBron's first season, and season 2, we win 1 game in round 1, and that's it. Wow. That is pretty brutal. That is pretty damn brutal. LeBron tried his best. Ilgauskas didn't do nearly enough. He got out-rebounded by LeBron. LeBron also had more blocks per game than Ilgauskas. Fuck. Not good.